We are delighted to be here at Wellbeing at Work in Riyadh, and we are so happy to have Mr. Peter Turner, partner and coach of education program at To Be Limitless. Mr. Peter, we are so happy to have you here, and based on your experience, we want to ask you some questions. We hope it's based on your experience. We would like to ask you about the most challenges that face us today for employees' well-being.
Well, we know that there are huge challenges for employees across the world. It almost doesn't matter what the region is. There is some interesting data around different industries, but what we know is that a lot of people are really suffering. Significant numbers of people are really suffering. And there are lots of different factors that are playing a role. One of them is just unbelievable amounts of workload. Some of the factors are external factors like managers and leaders in organizations and expectations. But then there are also internal factors as well about how we just learn to manage ourselves.
Okay, what's the qualification that can enhance employees' well-being nowadays at work?
Well, my role at To Be Limitless is around coach education, and in particular, leader as coach. And actually, there are some interesting movements in the world of work to actually throw away the name manager and start using the word coach. So the qualification that we really focus on is something called leader as coach, where we're training leaders to actually learn how to coach their people rather than be directive and just tell them what to do.
That's very important, actually. How do you see well-being for employees nowadays?
Well, as I was mentioning earlier on, a lot of people are really suffering. And it's not just the disengaged people that are suffering. There's lots of really highly engaged people who love their jobs that are also really struggling with their well-being. So some people are struggling because they don't like their jobs and they don't like what they do, and that creates workplace entropy. But also we have some people that love their jobs, they love what they do, but they're kind of workaholics, and they are working crazy hours, sending emails in the middle of the night, and actually one of the big challenges for them is learning to manage themselves.
True. Actually, Mr. Make talk about enjoying Friday night before Saturday and Sunday. Did you enjoy your Friday night?
It's a really good question. We ask all of our team on a Monday morning, which would be a Sunday morning for you here. What was the best thing that happened over the weekend? And it's amazing how people struggle to know the answer to that question because they are so focused on what's happening during the week. Sometimes they forget to know how to really enjoy themselves and decompress on the weekend.
That's interesting. We hope we have it here in all our companies. What are the most or the common behaviors that could increase or decrease employees' well-being?
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, it's great managers and great leaders. So we know from the research that 70% of employee engagement is hinging on their experience of their line manager. So you could work for an amazing company, an amazing business with a great mission, but if you've got a line manager that doesn't know how to inspire you and doesn't know how to get the best out of you, it feels like you work for a terrible organization.
Yeah, that's true. Is it all about managers and leaders?
It's not all about them, but they really do have the upper hand in that, because also we have a responsibility ourselves to look after ourselves. And one of the things that I often speak to people about is something called the knowledge behavior paradox. So for example, there are things that we know that we know that we shouldn't do, but we still choose to do them. Think about all those bad choices that we make in the supermarket, or going to bed a little bit later than we probably should. And we know we shouldn't do it, but we still do it. So there lies an interesting challenge, and that's an internal challenge where we can learn to manage our own behaviors better. But fundamentally, great leaders in great organizations are such a key for improving well-being in organizations.
That's true. Actually, after this interview, I think I might change my sleeping time then. We were so happy having you today, Mr. Peter, and we hope you enjoy your time here and enjoying your Friday night.
Incredible pleasure. Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye.